Hi, my name is Charlotte Harper, and I'm making a video about finding support and community in detransition. I'm actually detransitioning myself. I'm detransitioning from trans male to female, and I'm taking HRT and also taking other medicines that help me with my transition. And I've been being really careful to stay really safe and keep my body really healthy, brushing my teeth and all that is important. Seeing doctors regularly, getting my prescriptions renewed. And I've actually been epilating and putting on makeup a little bit. So if you're interested, definitely visit the link in the description. Visit the links in the description, and you'll be able to see some of my photos and some of the nice photography that I've done and some of the other things that I do with my life. And anyway, so finding support and community in detransition. Um, I want to know if you're feeling lost and alone in your detransition journey. If you're like me, you're not the only one. Discover how finding a supportive community can change everything. Um, so in terms of my personal story, um, my detransition journey has been really isolating and or was really isolating at first until I really found a community that understood within my doctors and within my community and my neighbors and my family and all that. This video is meant to share my story and the resources for finding your own supportive network. By the way, your best two resources are your primary care provider and your mental health provider. Those are like the most important things, just having those just to stay healthy. Um, but then also, I mean, I don't know, it depends. You might have a resource that's more important to you. Um, but yeah, so basically, like navigating the detransition journey is like so in so many ways like transitioning. It's like finding your tribe. And by the way, I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. And I'm planning on making more videos like this where I'm talking and kind of introducing myself. um, and talking about what I do and my projects. Um, and oh my gosh, uh, I wanna share a personal story. So so personally, when I started taking um, when I started taking HRT back in 2019, that wasn't the first time I started taking it, but it was kind of the first time in my late teens that um or the first time at the very end of my teens where I really took the medication. Um and I was really isolated in my home, like really not wanting to go anywhere and feeling like I needed medical care because I was getting hurt. And just by the way, it's really important if you're going through something like this to talk to people who care about you and talk to people who you know you want to interact with and um, want to kind of challenge yourself and stand up to the world with. Those are sort of your people who you can stand up to the world with. Um, and it's really important to have that community and support when detransitioning. Like I've really appreciated having the support of especially my clinics, my mental health clinic and my primary care clinic, and then other members of the community. Um, and Washington is really supportive. It's like a really good supportive state for trans people, especially Seattle and like even Olympia, like Tacoma, are really good. Um, so beyond the headlines of this transition and detransition, understanding detransition. Pretty much, detransition is when someone is already transitioned from female to male. in my case, but it can also be male to female. In my case, since I've already transitioned from female to male, I need to detransition because I've decided that I don't want to be penoplasties. I don't want to be male. I've actually found out I give birth, and I've delivered a number of times with the cesarean, with the pelvic cesarean, and I've been giving birth, and it's really doesn't feel good to be sort of transition doing that. So so coming out of that, I've really felt like I need to detransition, and it's the best thing for me. And I've talked through doctors with it, and we've decided it's what's best for me. And I had so many reasons for doing this, so much dysphoria, so many like misconceptions too. And there were immense challenges, just like trying to feel okay in my body and feel not humiliated by what already happened to me, the original transition, um, and even the detransition is a total emotional and psychological hurdle. So I'm really, really glad I was able to do that, and I've been able to do that so far. And like I say, the right resources for this stuff are like your primary care and your mental health provider. You want to make sure they know, um, and anyone around you who can help you. I've actually been going to events like at the library and stuff like that, and that helps me just to go to events for things I'm interested in. Um, that can be like a supportive resource, but definitely look for support in your family. But from my experience, don't count on it. My family hasn't been really supportive, but I guess I'm in kind of a different situation because I'm an orphan. I didn't really have a family growing up. So I've been hoping that due to my orphanage, because I'm an orphan, um, I was placed in a family that wasn't really well. I wasn't actually professionally placed in this family, but I was abducted by a family that wasn't good to me, and that wasn't good. So they weren't the right resources. Um, and definitely YouTube can be a good resource for looking for knowledge about stuff like this. Like if you're interested in the detransitioning process or what it's like, YouTube can be a good place to hear stories directly from other people. And these voices from the detransition community are really stories of strength because it's a really strong thing to do, to want to align with our original identity and the identity we had. Um, and I was definitely one of the more one of the more pediatrically female leaning trans people in my community. So it really feels like it's what's expected of me. Um, and these experiences of like finding support and building connections, um, they really help us feel understood in the community and understood for why we're detransitioning. And like in my case, um, part of my motivator is me giving birth. So I've been able to find there are really accepting, supportive people out there in that community of people who give birth, and it's like I just have to talk about it to actually have the support of the community, which is really good. And yeah, that's helped me overcome a whole bunch of challenges in like trying to help people understand what my detransition is and find a sense of belonging from the culmination of it. Um, and moving forward, I am healing. Of course, I am being plasties, and I have total hope. I totally have so much hope for like having more so more kind of a mental physical stance that's more aligned with my sex assigned at birth and um with my gender as a female and as a detransition female. Um, And definitely self-care is really important. So if you're doing anything like this, don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget about mental health, professional support, like see a therapist if you need to, see a psychiatrist, definitely take your meds. I actually didn't know I needed to take a med for my depression because I was taking stuff for other conditions and it wasn't always really working. So I didn't realize it would help me, but I started taking a med for depression this year and it's been really, really good. So that's really important. And definitely connect with others. Like if you see anyone else commenting on this video, like um if you want to connect with them, that's cool. Embrace their identities. My website is sometimes a good place to connect with people, glamgirlx.com/chat. And you can connect with people on there. And I just want to conclude, this is my message of hope to all of you, my message of resilience. And I really hope that you find joy and acceptance after whatever you're going through. If you're detransitioning, I hope that you find joy and acceptance in that. Or if it's a transition for you and that's what is right for your dysphoria, then I respect that, and I really respect and uphold that you're seeking that possibility, the chance of finding joy and acceptance, um, and transitioning. And I really support you, and I think you're gonna do great. Thank you for listening to me talk. Have a great day.